And welcome in here once again as we are back live, special live stream covering play-by-play tonight of what could potentially be a college football preview going down in week number 1 of the college football season. Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina, neutral site for this matchup. The number 5 ranked Georgia Bulldogs taking on the number 3 ranked Clemson Tigers for this game today. This should be a terrific matchup going down between these two teams. Georgia leads the series 42-18 and 4 ties through this series. And Georgia picking up a victory in the last game, 45-21 against Clemson. This is how it went for both of these teams in 2020. Georgia went 8-2, 7-2 in the SEC, and had their 2 losses against Alabama, 41-24, and lost against Florida, 44-28. For Clemson, they went into the college football playoff 10-2 record, 8-1 in the ACC. And they did lose to Notre Dame in the regular season in double overtime, 47-40, without Trevor Lawrence that week, as the quarterback who had played 2 weeks will be the starting QB this season for Clemson, as that is DJ Uiagalelei for the Tigers. And then Clemson in the college football playoff 4, they lost in the college football semifinals against Ohio State, 49-28. What's good, Malika Bradley Cameron? Goody. Pumped up for Virginia Tech's big victory yesterday. Cody, glad to have you in the streaming. Mario, Jason, what's good? Glad to have you guys back again on the channel, being a part here for a massive matchup going down. 2 teams ranked in the top 5. This should be a fun one today. We take a look at the key players for this matchup. Quarterback JT Daniels for Georgia. Junior quarterback, over 1,200 passing yards, 10 touchdown passes, 2 picks in 2020. Running back Zamir White is back, as he is now a junior, tallied in just under 780 rushing yards, along with 11 touchdowns rushing last season. Karish Johnson lining up, junior wide receiver, over 500 receiving yards last season. And on the linebacking core, Adam Anderson, senior impact player on defense, as he had 6.5 sacks, which ranked 2nd on the team for Georgia. Georgia was tied for 3rd with Notre Dame with 9 NFL draft picks. It was Alabama and Ohio State who led the NFL in the 2021 draft with 10 total draft picks, and then it was Georgia with 9, along with Notre Dame. And Notre Dame, indeed, they play against Florida State tomorrow, so that one should be a good game, too, here. What's good, Lost Pupper in the stream? Welcome in. Bradley predicting Georgia in a high-scoring affair here, 42-36. Clemson, 5 picks going to the past draft in 2021. Of course, most notable one, Trevor Lawrence, overall number 1 to Jacksonville. Travis Etienne teaming up with Trevor Lawrence at 25th overall to Jacksonville. Unfortunately, though, for Etienne, he did suffer the season-ending injury in the preseason, so he will not play this year for Jacksonville. And then Jackson Carman on the offensive line, 2nd-round draft pick, wide receiver Amari Rodgers in the 3rd round, and then Cornell Powell, wide receiver, got in the 5th round for the draft. But back for Clemson, their new starting quarterback, filled in for 2 starts in place of Trevor Lawrence last year. That was DJ Uiagalelei, and he had 5 passing touchdowns to no picks, along with 4 rushing touchdowns last season. And then Uiagalelei's got the 2nd best odds to win the Heisman currently, right behind Spencer Rattler of Oklahoma, and also Bryce Young. So he is tied with Bryce Young for their 2nd most odds to win the Heisman, behind Rattler. And then running back Lynn J. Dixon, he's back on the team as a senior. Wide receiver E.J. Williams. Tight end Davis Allen. Big target when it comes to red zone catches into the end zone. And on defense, some impact players to watch out for. Linebacker Baylor Spector. And in the secondary, Nolan Turner, senior, who led the team with 3 picks last year. Oh, wow, that's awesome. You went to the Alabama game for Cody. That must have been great, man. We're going to take a look. This game doesn't kick off until like another 4 or 5 minutes. So quick update here. A couple of games going on in the top 25 at the moment. USC, who's ranked number 15, taking on San Jose State. And the score of this game is 13-7 USC. Number 21 ranked Texas taking care of business against Louisiana, ranked at number 23. It is 38-18 Texas, with under 5 minutes left to go in the 4th. And then number 7, Iowa State, barely getting by Northern Iowa today to start off the season 16-10. And Iowa State will take on Iowa next week, who pummeled Indiana today 34-6. Yeah, Jason can't wait for big-time college hoops coming back. What's good, Braden on the stream? Welcome in. I legit just got home. I was out for basically the whole day. What's good, Ian on the stream? Welcome in. Yeah, they're having a lot of difficulty right now in that game. San Jose State's giving it a fight. They just started out the fourth quarter. USC up 13-7. So we'll keep you guys posted on that matchup. Couple of games to note here, starting off the 7:30 p.m. time slot. Florida taking on Florida Atlantic. The Gators are 23.5-point favorites in that matchup. And then top 25 game going down at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Number 6 ranked Texas A&M against Montana. And then this should be a good one, starting off in about 50 minutes from now. Number 16 ranked LSU taking on UCLA. And LSU on the road, 2.5-point favorite according to the last line. This game will take place at the Rose Bowl at UCLA Stadium. So that's a really interesting matchup going down later tonight, too. Yeah, Lost Pupper looking forward to Creighton basketball again. Bradley pumped up for Louisville against Ole Miss on Monday. So we're getting very close to kickoff. Glad to have you guys be a part here tonight once again. These two teams could potentially be finding themselves landing into the college football playoff 4 come late December into the national championship in January. And it all starts here. Labor Day weekend, week number 1 of the official start of the college football season, when the actual load of games take place. It actually started off a week ago with some of the games, but the big Saturday that tons of games take place, this is today. And we got ourselves the top matchup going down. Two teams ranked in the top 25 taking on each other. Clemson, led by their head coach, Dabo Swinney. He's got a career record of 140 wins, 33 losses, 14th season at Clemson, 2 national titles, 2016, 2018. As the Georgia head coach, Kirby Smart, 52-14 record going into season number 6. And they have one national championship appearance under Smart. That was in 2017, where Georgia lost against Alabama in the national championship game. So DJ Ongalale will be the starting quarterback this season. Trevor Lawrence going number 1 to Jacksonville, which opened up the door for DJ. Played 2 games last year in place of Trevor Lawrence at the starting QB job. JT Daniels getting the start tonight for quarterback for Georgia. Georgia in the white jerseys. Black numbers with a red outline. Clemson in the orange uniforms today. This is a neutral site game. Charlotte, North Carolina, home of the Carolina Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. Full packed crowd out here. Red, orange, all representing the stand. As Clemson will kick off the football first, and Georgia will take it out from their own end zone. Past the 10, 15, 20. Absorbs a hit and wrapped around the 25-yard line. That's where the Georgia Bulldogs will start things off. I'm probably going to take Clemson here tonight if I had to predict. JT Daniels coming out to the field for the Georgia Bulldogs. Over 1,200 passing yards last season, 10 touchdown passes to 2 interceptions. And according to Vegas Insider, he has the 4th highest Heisman odds. as he is number 18 on the roster for Georgia. Coming out onto the field now, Daniels under center. Single set back in the formation. Daniels, play action towards his left. Passes underneath, complete. Around a gain of 7 on the catch. Takes it to the 32 as that goes to number 19. The tight end, Brock Bowers, freshman tight end. Second and 3 at the 32-yard line. Daniels from the gun. He's got motion in the backfield. His running back, James Cook. And the flag goes down. This will be an early jump on the offensive line by Georgia. It will result in a 5-yard penalty. False start. Second play of the game by the Bulldogs. Backs them up 5. And this will put the football with a 2nd and 8 at their own 27. Daniels from the gun. He takes the snap. Play action. Back to pass in the pocket. Passes underneath. That's complete. Down the left side. Passes the 30. Tackled out of bounds around the 31-32. And this will bring up about a 3rd and short coming up. Looks like a 3rd and 3 for Georgia as the catch goes to the tight end once again. 2 catches by Brock Bowers, freshman tight end for Georgia. 3rd and short. Pass to the left side. Complete. Looks enough for the first down. And they do get so. At the 36, the ball goes to down the left sideline. Got enough. Needed 4, got 5 on the reception. And Georgia moves the chains. Hurry up offense for the Bulldogs. 2 lined up to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun is Daniels. His running back next to him towards his left is the junior Zamir White. Daniels takes the snap, play action, and he hands it off a delayed handoff to the left side of the hashes. About a gain of 4 on the rush, takes it to about the 39. And this will bring up about a 2nd down and 7 coming up for Georgia. So just shy of a 4-yard rush, happened to be 3. What's good? Razorbacks roll. Welcome to the stream. Jose, welcome back in. 2nd and 7 for Georgia. Ball spotted at their own 39. Daniels from the gun. Running back White lined up to the left side. Flag is down again. And the penalty is on Clemson. First defensive penalty of the game for the Tigers. It is a defensive delay of game by Clemson that they got called for, and it pushes up the ball 5. This will be a 2nd down and 2. And also an injured offensive lineman, Tate Ratledge, freshman offensive lineman, number 51, going off the field for Georgia. Handoff, 1st down, takes it just shy of midfield, diving forward. That is the running back, senior James Cook. Hey, what's good? Aaron on the stream. The Googleable, welcome back. Under 12 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Georgia moving the ball downfield just shy of midfield. Daniels takes a snap. Pump fake. Daniels will rush up forward and dives right to midfield. About a gain of 1 by Daniels. The defense swarming in, tackling him around the line of scrimmage. Looked like he got 1 out of it, and this should be a 2nd and 9 coming up from midfield. Landon, what's good? Glad to have you back in the stream here, man. 2nd and long coming up for the Bulldogs. The ball will be spotted just shy of midfield. Daniels goes HB toss towards the left side. Past midfield to the 49 of Clemson territory. Gain of 2 on the rush. That carry was by Kendall Milton, sophomore running back for Georgia. And now big decision time here for this play call. Georgia with a 3rd and 8 coming up with a ball spotted for the first time in Clemson's territory at the Tigers 49. 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left, and now 1 to the left as his running back lines up next to him towards the left. That is Milton. Daniels goes up to the line, calls an audible. 5 on the play clock, goes back to the gun. At the Clemson 49, takes the snap, back to pass Daniels. Passes underneath to his left. Stiff arm. Gets past one man, but dragged down by 2 tacklers for about a gain of 1 on the catch. Converging to make the tackle, number 47, James Skolaski, redshirt graduate for Clemson. Along with number 35, Justin Foster, defensive end. Redshirt senior coming in to converge in the tackle. Brings up a 4th down and 7. And Georgia will have to punt it away. So Georgia going for short underneath stuff to begin this game as this ball gets booted away. Clemson will let this ball bounce as it keeps on rolling inside the 10 and moving upwards, downed around the 10-yard line by Arian Smith of the Bulldogs. So that's where Clemson will take over to start things off. First possession of the game coming up for the Tigers. That ball was down at the 1-yard line, and then it took a forward hop off of the hands of the specialist, Arian Smith, and Smith downed it, falling down around the 10-yard line. So they could have pinned him even further around the 5, but Clemson will be starting things off around the 10. What's good, Vegas? Welcome back to the stream. Just got back from the loud tempo. There you go. Hope all is going well, man. Happy Labor Day weekend out to everybody. Hope all is going well. Glad to have you guys back in the stream again. If you're new on the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Part of a special live stream tonight. College football. Getting a look here at a potential college football playoff matchup we have with 2 teams that do definitely have potential to make it all the way to the college football playoff 4. $9:42 left to go in the first, and we'll get first look in this game at DJ Uiagalelei coming up for Clemson. Quick update here. A couple scores going down in college football at the moment. USC ranked number 15 up against San Jose State. They had 10 more on the board from the last time we checked. 23-7 USC leading as they are starting to break loose in the 4th quarter. And Texas getting a victory over Louisiana 38-18. Florida strikes first against Florida Atlantic. 7-0. Gators are up. What's good, Jose, in the stream? Welcome in. Wow, that's awesome. Good for Noah Gregson there, winning the first Xfinity race that he's won this season at Darlington. That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's cool there. So, Lau New Year's. Temple and Smithfield looks like. Yeah, must be one definitely in Mass. And definitely must be one in Mass that they have. That's cool. I should check that out sometime. So JT Daniels, first drive, he goes 4 for 4, 17 passing yards, not taking any shots deep downfield though to start. Everything was short underneath stuff, and the Clemson defense just converging to make tackles. Double team, triple team off of stuffed tackles. And that's how Clemson was able to get their defense off the field. Now Clemson with their offense on the field for the first time today. Uiagalelei from the gun takes a snap. Handoff to his running back. Spins. Gets past the tackler. And takes it for a positive gain. Gain of 2 after initial hit in the backfield, which should have been a loss of 1. Terrific job by the sophomore running back Kobe Pace on this last play. Handoff draw up the middle. Spin move evades number 17. His tackler, Nakobe Dean, who whiffed on the tackle and able to break that tackle for a positive gain. 2nd and 8 now at the Clemson 12. Uiagalelei from the gun takes a snap, surveys to his right, pump fake, passes. That pass batted down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Getting a hand on that football, Devontae Wyatt, senior defensive tackle, brings up a 3rd and long. Oh yeah, this is going to be fantastic today. 9:06 left to go in the first quarter. Uiagalelei from the gun. He's got 3 wide to his left, 1 to his right. Ball spotted at the Clemson 12-yard line. On the 3rd and 8. He takes the snap. Back to pass DJ. Pump fake, and he gets swarmed down for a sack at the 4-yard line. Georgia makes quick work of it with their defense. A 3 and out by the Bulldogs, and it results in -6 yards on the first drive for Clemson. Let's see here, was the right outside, or the left outside linebacker, number 4 for Georgia, Nolan Smith, who gets free, able to get past his blocker, and converges right on top of Uiagalelei and gets the sack. Punting from the back of his own end zone now. Will Spires, redshirt graduate, boots it away for Clemson. Georgia back to return at their own 45. They will pass midfield. Takes a big hit, though, at the 49-yard line of Clemson territory. That return goes for a gain of 6 by Kiaris Jackson. And the Bulldogs offense will come out onto the field. What's good, Arrowhand? Welcome back to the stream. Georgia's defense makes quick work, 3 and out. And now back onto the field once again for the Bulldogs. We'll see who can strike first in this matchup. Georgia's second drive coming up after the break. Arrowhan, welcome in. Big win for your Longhorns today. Jose with Andrea, as we give a big warm hello out to Andrea too. Yeah, I think Kyle Larson has a terrific chance of winning the championship this year. What a bounce-back season by him that he has had. What's good, Lombario? Welcome back in the stream. So right now we're just on a media timeout currently before Georgia's offense comes back onto the field. Second drive of the game. 8:14 left to go in the first. JT Daniels' first drive, he goes 4 for 4, 17 passing yards. Everything underneath to 4 separate receivers. James Cook, 5-yard catch. Zamir White, 3-yard catch. Kendall Milton, 2-yard... That's actually rushing here. They've got 3 separate receivers for 4 catches. Brock Bowers got the first 2 for 12. And then 1 by Marcus Rosemead Jackson. Kendall Milton got a catch of 1. What's good, Kendall? Welcome to, Kevin, welcome to the stream. Christian, welcome in. So that's where the rushing comes in. It was Cook with a carry of 5, White with a carry of 3, Milton with a carry of 2. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good game. Really close game there. I'm going to predict LSU for that one in a really close game. It's probably going to be like a single possession deciding it, like probably a field goal. Vaughn's in, welcome in. So back onto the field for Georgia. Second drive of the game as they'll start off at the Clemson 49. White, the running back in the backfield. Daniels play action, and that pass slips off his hands, incomplete. Lucky for Daniels, that looked like it could have been a fumble, though he had forward motion on it. If there was somebody behind him, for a defender behind him, then that would have looked like it could have been a fumble. Those are the types of throws, that ones that slip out of your hand, that are worrisome, and that's not how you want to start a drive. 2nd and 10, screen over to the left side, complete, and taken down around the 45. Gain of 4 on the catch as it goes to Ladd McConkey, slot receiver. And it'll bring up now a 3rd and 6. Third and 6, ball spotted at the Clemson 45. Screens it out to the right. Past the 45, tripped up just shy of the first down marker. Needed to get to the 39, got to the 41-yard line, 2 yards shy. The catch made for a gain of 4 by the running back James Cook brings up a 4th down and short. Yeah, so this is a neutral field. As far as travel, though, it benefits Clemson coming from South Carolina compared to Georgia. So it's more of a trek for Georgia to get to Charlotte, North Carolina than Clemson. Under 7 minutes left to go in the first. Georgia will look to go for it. Ball spotted at the Clemson 41-yard line. 50-50 territory. Looking to draw the defense off sides as the play clock will wind down, and Georgia will burn a timeout. Or there's a flag down. Flag down it will be for delay of game by Georgia. So Georgia trying to get Clemson's defense to jump. They weren't budging it. And once again for Georgia, they get into Clemson's territory around the 40s and can't get themselves past the 40-yard line in the Clemson territory, as Georgia will have to punt it away, backing up 5 yards. This game is a neutral site. It's at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. So this is where the Panthers play. So this is a neutral site game to kick things off. As this ball gets punted away, drops inside the 5-yard line, down to the 2-yard line by Georgia. Georgia with 2 punt downs, 1 at the 10, and now their second one down at the 2-yard line. That was a beauty of a punt drop down for the Bulldogs. It is Jake Carmada, the senior, who pins Clemson to start off deep in their own territory, 98 yards from the end zone. So coming back onto the field again after the media break, DJ Uiagalelei. We'll see if he can get anything going so far. Incomplete pass, and also took a sack, loss of 8. The first drive backed up Clemson as they lost in the last drive, 6 total yards. It was a 3-and-out, had to punt the football away from their own end zone. JT Daniels, yet to see him take a shot down the field. Everything throwing underneath. 6 for 7, 24 passing yards, averaging around 3.5 yards per pass so far in this game by Daniels. And they're having a lot of trouble moving the football. They've had great field position to start, but just, especially in the last drive, starting out at just shy of midfield for Georgia, where they started out. What's good? More Miles. Welcome to the stream. Hope all is going well. Sending my thoughts out to you guys. If you're out in Louisiana, really sending my thoughts out to you guys with that storm. Hope that everybody made it out safe and has a home to go back to. If you know anybody out in that area. I know one of the fellow streamers that I've watched a lot of his content. He lives north of Lake Pontchartrain, and it was pretty bad for the damage, but for what I saw, there were places like Grand Isle and LaPlace that got hit so hard. Ooh, I'll go for the Cardinal there over the Jayhawk. I used to be Louisville's mascot quite a bit for some of the video games that I used to play. It's one of my favorite mascots. Actually, I was over my aunt's house a little while ago today, and she was telling me that somebody that she used to tutor at the high school that she works at in Rhode Island, he became the mascot. He went to the University of Kentucky, and he happened to be the mascot there. First play from scrimmage, Uyangalele airs it out deep down the left sideline, incomplete, but a flag is thrown. Looking for his intended wide receiver, Justin Ross, in coverage for Georgia, number 5. For the Bulldogs, in coverage, Kelly Ringo, freshman, corner. And this looks like it will be pass interference on Ringo, and it is. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down for Clemson, as that ball will move from their own 2-yard line, now to their own 17. A lot of holding going on there, especially with a right arm for Georgia in the secondary by Ringo. First and 10 now at their own 17-yard line. Uyangalele from the gun, 2 wide to his right, goes up to the line of scrimmage here, calls an audible. In the backfield, sophomore back, Kobe Pace. He lines up to the right of DJ. And somebody jumped to the offensive line. Looks like it was number 56 who flinched. Will Putnam, junior offensive lineman, will back up Clemson 5 as he commits the false start. Yep, the mascot games there. Yeah, I whenever I played, I used to be like, any mascot that used to like take up a ton of space. I used to be the Louisville Cardinal a ton because, especially for basketball, because the wingspan of that Cardinal, that would just take up so much space. Vaughn hates tennis. Well, maybe you'll see me do a special live stream come sometime this week for tennis. So 5-yard penalty by Clemson backs him up. First and 10, they have it now. They're still at their own 17. Screener over to the right side, complete down the right sideline, past the 20, knocked out of bounds around the 22-yard line. Pickup of about 5 in the catch brings up a 2nd and 5. Uyangalele from the gun. Goes back to the line of scrimmage. He's got 2 wide receivers lined up to his left side. 1 to his right. In the backfield to his right is Pace. Once again goes up to the line of scrimmage. Surveying the defense for DJ. He takes the snap. Back to pass. Pressure is coming. Fires. Deep down the right side. Incomplete. Off the same page, him and Justin Ross, the intended wide receiver, and it brings up a 3rd and 4. Yeah, the Syracuse Orange. Oh man, here's a mascot that I used to be sometimes in the video games. The Stanford Tree. I used to be quite a bit. Yeah, Florida State tomorrow against Notre Dame. 3rd and 4 coming up. 2 wide to his left, 2 to the right. Uiagalelei from the gun. Ball spotted at their own 23. Takes the snap. Back to pass it. He gets stripped of the football. It's on the ground and sacked. Second sack taken of the game by Uiagalelei. It is Nakobe Dean Jr. on the defensive front. Comes up and picks up the sack as the football was also stripped from DJ, and DJ had to fall on it. Just sees the pressure, takes him out at the knees. DJ lost the ball but falls right on top of it. Terrific burst of speed there to the bull rush to the quarterback by Dean. Once again, Clemson finds themselves punting inside deep in their own territory. They boot it away from their own 5-yard line. Georgia fair catch at their own 36, and that's where it'll begin on their next drive. 1st and 10 coming up for JT Daniels on their 5 minutes left to go. Daniels from the gun. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle, past the 40 to the 45, dragged down around the 46, gain of about 9 on the rush. They go hurry up. The rush was by Kendall Milton, sophomore running back. Again, play action. Watch out for the pass. Dumps it off to the ground. Smart decision by Daniels, incomplete. That pressure coming in right as soon as he went play action. Linebacker Trenton Simpson comes in there, knocks down Daniels. Great awareness for Daniels just to throw that ball right into the ground. You can take a sack and get crushed. You can also get crushed while releasing the football, and just smart decision there. No time to be the heroes. Way early in this game. You've got the football in a tie game. Under 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. You can either take a sack by getting crushed with nobody blocking their defender, or you can just throw it to the ground and hope for a pass interference call. And that time he threw it to the ground, incomplete. No PI or no roughing the passer call. Looking for a rougher the passing call, but no. So far it's an offensive struggle in this game. So both of these teams having a lot of trouble moving the football. Georgia not yet to attempt a deep shot so far by Daniels. And then for Clemson, they're having a whole lot of trouble moving the ball downfield. They've taken 2 sacks so far. It's been, both of these defenses have shown up. We see a lot of these blockers having difficulty picking up to their linebackers, and it's been a lot of pressure. A lot of pressuring the quarterback right now. Daniels under center. Handoff, his running back slips. Down goes the football. His knee was down, though. And there's also a flag down. The penalty is on a false start by Georgia, so it backs them up 5. That play was slow to begin with. What's good? Packer Taco Gamer to stream. Welcome in. Yeah, big win for Penn State today. 3rd and 7. Daniels from his own 40 from the gun takes the snap. Pressure coming, launches across the middle, overthrows his wide receiver. It's incomplete, looking for Brock Bowers. There's a flag down though in the secondary. We will take a look at the call. Yep. I will go volleyball right there, Vaughn. And it's going to be called pass interference by Clemson. So automatic first down. Jalen Phillips in the secondary committed the penalty. That ball wasn't even intended for the wide receiver Phillips was covering, and he gets called for the PI call. 1st and 10. Daniels, handoff. Nothing going on there except a loss in the carry. Orange jerseys all over the place, swarming to take down the running back Kenny McIntosh, and it brings up a 2nd down and long. Four minutes left to go in the first. 2nd and 13. Ball spotted at the Georgia 47. Daniels screens it out to the left side, past the left sideline, and past midfield, out of bounds around the 47 of Clemson territory. Gain of 6 on the catch brings up about a 3rd down and 7 for Georgia. As once again, they are in the 40s of Clemson territory. They have never gone in past the 40-yard line of Clemson territory tonight through their first 2 drives, now on to their 3rd. 3rd and 7. Daniels from the gun, 2 wide, line up to his right and to his left. He takes the snap, back to pass in the pocket. Daniels passes, complete first down past the 40, and take it down to the 35-yard line. Gain of 12 on the catch. It is made by the freshman, number 19, Brock Bowers, tight end, as he moves the chains. Bowers, as we have seen so far in this game, he has been a massive part of this offense. 3 catches so far by Bowers for a total of 25 receiving yards. This is the furthest downfield Georgia has got at the Clemson 35-yard line. Single set formation. Daniels hands it off to the left side of the hashes, past the 30. Moving forward, slippery, about to the 28-yard line. Pick up a 7 on the carry. That goes to the freshman, Adonai Mitchell, number 5, who got the carry. There's a player down for Clemson. Number 11, Brian Breesy, defensive lineman, goes off the field. Breesy makes his way off the field. Georgia with a 2nd down and 3 coming up. Ball is spotted at the Clemson 28-yard line. 2 wide lined up to his right, 1 to his left. In the backfield to his right is the running back White. Hand off to right, up the draw, up the middle, diving forward just shy of the first down marker. This will bring up a 3rd down in inches for the Bulldogs. Big decision coming up here. You cannot afford a sack if you're Georgia. 3rd and 1. Georgia has it at the Clemson 26. Daniels, handoff, up the middle, first down. Lost the football, falls on it though. Pickup of 3 on the carry. Lucky, Zamir White absorbing contact right where his football is, helmet to the football. That's where you have a perfect placement of a hit, and the defender for Clemson did exactly just that. Except pouncing on it was White, the running back, to regain his own fumble. 1st and 10, Georgia. Lucky on an 8-play drive, 39 yards, 3.5 minutes his last so far. Under 1.5 left to go in the first. And motion towards his right, that's the tight end. Bowers screens it over to the left. Now to Bowers, past the 25. Bowers moving forward to around the 22-yard line. Pickup of about 2 on the reception. And another injured player down for Clemson, with just above 1 minute left to go in the first. James Skolaski in the linebacking core, redshirt graduate for Clemson, and he will have to jog off the field now. Skolaski was the one who came in and put on the tackle, taking down Bowers to the ground. All right, there we go, Vaughn. 5 years when Vaughn got into a fight while walking home from school. Oh, boy. 2 wide, lined up to the right and left sides. His running back to his right is Kendall Milton. Takes the snap. Daniels in the 2nd down and 8. Passes to the left corner off the fingertips at the 6-yard line. Too tall for the intended wide receiver, Ladd McConkey, and it brings up a 3rd and long. JT Daniels with an opportunity to hit McConkey around the 5-yard line and throws it too tall off the top of his fingertips, incomplete. Third and 8. Ball spotted at the Clemson 22. Daniels going 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. He takes the snap, back to pass in the pocket. Daniels passes left corner to the end zone. Incomplete, but a flag down. One-on-one working on. There was Adonai Mitchell, intended wide receiver, as he was working on his defensive back number 31. Mario Goodrich, senior corner. The pass falls incomplete, but a lot of pushing and shoving with hands on each other. A flag being thrown. And it's going to be offensive pass interference and then defensive pass interference. Or it was okay, so it was, to clarify, defensive pass interference. Okay, there was holding on the offense too. So those penalties offset, they just replayed it down. 3rd and 8. Once again, replaying the down. Ball spotted at the Clemson 22. Daniels from the gun. Takes the snap. Rolls out to his right. Daniels, pump fake. Fires towards the right sideline. Complete. Not enough for the first down. It is Burton on the catch as he picked up around a gain of 5 on the catch. Needed to get around a gain of 8 and brings up a 4th and short. Though another flag has been thrown in the field. The clock will stop in 9 seconds. And this penalty is on Georgia, an eligible wide receiver. What's good, Simon? Welcome to the stream. So we are still stuck on this 3rd down. 3rd and 13 now for Georgia. Ball backs up even further at the Clemson 27-yard line. And the end of the first quarter rolls down. So the clock goes all the way down to double zeros as we close out quarter number 1. And Georgia's still in a third down play. Yeah, that was not a good decision there by Vaughn. Poor decision. Oh, I can tell. If you guys are new to the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for watching today as we have ended the first quarter. JT Daniels completing 9 passes out of 12 attempts, but not taking many shots down the field. 44 yards passing through the air. That only averages out to be 3.7 yards per pass downfield. And the longest pass has been hauled in for a gain of 12 by the freshman tight end Brock Bowers in this game. He has got 4 receptions for 26 so far. DJ Uiagalelei has only completed 1 pass out of 3 attempts, 6 passing yards so far, and has taken 2 sacks for a loss of 14. Yeah, so those poor decisions will come back and haunt you. And, and you want to make sure to treat women with respect there. Yeah, thanks, man. I cover mostly basketball games. That's where a lot of people come in, especially for March Madness and the NBA playoffs. But from time to time, I do cover other sports. Mainly it's basketball, college basketball, and NBA, but I also cover football. I've covered baseball, too. I've also covered a couple NASCAR races, same as lacrosse. Yeah, that was crazy. I was shocked to see that outcome today. Oklahoma barely getting by against Tulane. Welcome in, Slot King, on the stream. Yeah, I don't know about that I'm famous. Takes a long time to get famous. Maybe in the Philippines, people love me. People loved coming to the games to the NBA playoffs, especially from the Philippines. I was looking at my algorithm. We had like 65% of the people who came in for the month of July who came into the streams were from the Philippines. Oh, that's awesome. Simon gonna play lacrosse. Best of luck trying out this season. Yeah, of course your friend was criticizing you for the decision you made. Only should make those decisions if you're trying to get yourself out of safety or so. Like Macaulay Culkin had to do on the Home Alone episode. And then he blamed it that he did it. And then the woman slapped him, and then he was like, oh, thanks, and then ran away. Yeah, I predicted Clemson for this game. But that's the only instance that could help out. Other instances are called poor decisions. So we are back into action, end of the first quarter. We're still in the third down for Georgia. Georgia's replayed the third down. This will be the third time that they replay it. Going empty this time, 5 wide. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Daniels takes the snap, looking towards his left, now to his right, passes down the middle, complete. And it takes the football to about the 18-yard line, shy of the first down marker, and it brings up a 4th down. So needed 13, got around a gain of 8 on the catch, and this will bring up a 4th down and 5 for the Bulldogs. The kicker brought onto the field, this will be Jack Palensi, the place kicker for a chip shot down the middle of the hashes to snap the hole. The kick, and it's no good. Wide to the left by Palenci. And still this game is scoreless. That is as easy as a ball will be placed. It's usually from the right or the left hash. That ball is fielded in between the hashes as they played it for Georgia, and Palenci misses wide left. So Clemson takes over, ball spotted at their own 20-yard line. Uiagalelei, with only one completion for 6 passing yards, takes the snap, tosses over to the left, and wrapped up for no gain in the carry. The rush by Pace, but swarming with a wrap-up tackle in the backfield. The senior Channing Tindall comes up with a tackle for no gain. Tindall reading this one perfectly, ranging over to his right, and wrapping up the running back, Will Shipley, on the carry. It was number 1, Shipley, who got the carry. Uiagalelei from the gun. 2nd and 10 from his own 20. Screens it out to the left side. That is complete on the catch to Ross. Ross gets minimal yardage. And this will bring up about a 3rd and 7 from their own 23. Georgia's defense has been impressive so far. Clemson with only 1 first down to date in this game in the early second. Both of these offenses have been swimming in mud, especially Clemson's. 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left, going empty. Uiagalelei takes the snap, passes to the left side. It's complete, breaks the tackle, first down the left sideline, past the 30, out of bounds around the 34-yard line. It is a pickup of 11 on the catch, moves the chains by the wide receiver, number 1, Will Shipley. An opportunity for Georgia. They could have had an open field tackle, and Shipley breaks it to get the second down of the game tonight for Clemson. Uiagalelei from the gun. Ross lined up right in front. Play action, rolling out to his right, Uiagalelei, as he will rush for about a gain of 2 out of bounds. Takes it to the 36-yard line. Clemson territory. Second and 8 at their own 36. Uiagalelei out of the gun. 3 lined up, bunched up to his left side. Takes a snap. Back to pass. Fires towards across the middle. Complete first down. That is a gain on the catch of around 15. Takes it to midfield on the reception, moving the chains. Clemson now with the momentum offensively. They go no huddle. Uiagalelei from the gun. Goes up to the line. Slows things down. 1 in the backfield to his left is Shipley. From the gun. Ball is snapped. It bounces. Uiagalelei fields it. Quarterback draw up the middle. He gets stuffed for around a gain of 1. Botched snap. Lucky for Clemson that Uiagalelei was able to make quick work out of that one. It didn't even come close to touching the quarterback's hands. The center, Matt Bockhurst, he might have thought that Uiagalelei was lined up right behind him. Instead, he was lined up in the gun. 2nd and 9. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. In the backfield, lined up to his left side is Shipley. Uiagalelei takes a snap, screens out to the left side. That pass complete. And it's going for minimal yardage. Open field tackle, number 7, Quay Walker. Picks up the tackle and a gain of 1 on the reception to the sophomore E.J. Williams. Brings up a 3rd and 9. Shipley lines up to the right side of Uiagalelei, who goes 4 wide, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. From the gun. Ball spotted at the Georgia 48. Takes a snap, bobbles the football. Gets it back, DJ. Steps up and he will rush for it. He gets tackled down before the first down marker. Needed 9. Got around 4 or 5 on the rush. And this has been a problem today. Bockhurst again with a snap. Uiagalelei just bobbled it and lost it. That was on Uiagalelei just losing focus on the snap there. That was the quarterback himself, and it brings up a 4th and 5, and Clemson will have to punt it away. What's good, Aaron? Welcome in. Steven, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Wow, that is crazy. 20 years old. Killian Hayes, the longest current tenure Piston. Wow. That is crazy. So 9:23 left to go in the second. A lot of miscues by Clemson so far in this game. A bad snap that didn't even come close to the hands of Uiagalelei, and then a snap that goes off his fingertips that he has to scramble for. So right now we're just in the timeout, 9:23 in the second quarter, still scoreless. Georgia with a field goal on a ball placed in the middle of the hashes, and it ended up going wide left of the uprights. Quick update right now, a couple games going on currently in the top 25. Number 15 ranked USC winners today over San Jose State. It was close down most of it, but USC breaking out in the fourth quarter, 17-0 in the fourth for USC. As the Trojans winners today of USC 30-7. Florida leading Florida Atlantic at the end of the first quarter 14-0. Washington up against Montana 7-3. So right now we're just on the timeout currently. Let's see here. Who do I think's going into college football playoff 4? We got Alabama. So I'll go Alabama. I'll take Ohio State in there. I'll take Clemson to go back, as Clemson will punt away this football. I think Georgia has a chance too. So I've got those 4 right now. I would take out Oklahoma in that spot. That is quite concerning today that they have the Heisman for Spencer Rattler, top one to win the Heisman, and quite concerning with that defense today. So 1st and 10 coming up now. Georgia back onto the field with Daniels. They'll start off deep in their own territory at their own 9. Handoff, breaks through a tackle in the middle of the pile and gets around a gain of 7 on the carry to Milton. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of football during the NBA season too. Because I'm actually covering a game on Thanksgiving in person, so when there's not basketball going on, I plan on doing some football games. So still, even though basketball will start in October, I still plan on doing some football. Here's a stiff arm, pass midfield, passes complete, first down. On the catch, it goes towards the right sideline. That reception is made by Marcus Roseme Jackson. Second catch of the game for the sophomore wide receiver. 6 first downs tonight by Georgia. Clemson with just 3. Georgia's been able to chunk out yardage, minimal yard after minimal yard, around the gain of 3, gain of 4 on plays downfield. They just haven't been able to take the deep shots downfield. Longest pass so far by Daniels has only been a gain of 12. Daniels takes a snap, play action, passes underneath, complete to his tight end, and just gets blown up right back at the line of scrimmage. DeMonte Capar in the defensive line comes up, makes the tackles. The pass was complete to John Fitzpatrick for a 1-yard gain. Under 8 minutes left to go in the second. 2nd and 10. Ball spotted at their own 25. McIntosh running back lined up to the right. Daniels throws towards the left, complete past the 30 to the 32. And it will bring up about a 3rd down and 3 coming up for Georgia. Pass complete to the wide receiver McConkey on the catch. 3rd and 2, hurry up. Handoff up the middle. And this appears to be short as the Clemson defense converges. And the whistle is blowing this play dead. McIntosh with a rush. And he went nowhere. Breezy, number 11 of the defensive line, comes in right up the middle to make sure that McIntosh was nowhere near the first down marker. And a little bit of exchanges there as emotion started to flare after the whistle. Georgia will have to punt the football away. 4th and 1. The Bulldogs will boot this football away from their own 25-yard line. Clemson back to return. Fair catch call for. They land on it at their own 15. And that's where the Tigers will start off. So nobody has scored so far. Clemson's offense swimming in mud in this game. DJ Uiagalelei, 5 for 7 passing, just 35 passing yards. JT Daniels, 13 for 16, but only averaging just over 4 passing yards so far in this game per pass completion by Daniels. It is a struggle with these offenses. Georgia with 6 first downs, Clemson with just 3. And nobody taking the deep shots downfield. Longest pass play by Daniels was a pass thrown for 12 yards to the freshman tight end, Brock Bowers. He's got 4 catches, leads the team with 26 receiving yards. Longest rush for Georgia has been a rush of 8 yards by Kendall Milton. And for Clemson, longest rush, the quarterback DJ Uiagalelei, 4 rushing yards. And then the longest pass reception has been a gain of 15 by both Joseph Ngata and Balin Spector, with 1 catch each for 15. Will Shipley with a catch for 11. So nobody yet to break through, as we are still scoreless. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Right now, we're on a media break. Thanks so much for being a part here on the stream. Most of my streams I do cover is basketball games, play-by-play of college basketball and NBA games. But from time to time, I do cover other sports since we're in the off-season. Quite a bit of football thrown in there, too, for special live streams of college football, NFL. I've also covered NASCAR races a couple times before, a little bit of lacrosse. I might be doing a little bit of the U.S. Open coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. Might have some tennis being streamed here too. Let's see. Do I know that Vaughn's old school friends found his Instagram on Monday? I did not know that because you never told me that until now. So now for the first time I'm hearing that. Quick update, college football scoreboard today looks like this. Florida up against Florida Atlantic, 14-0. Washington leading Montana, 7-3. And then Texas A&M, they are in action currently right now. Texas A&M up against Kent State 10-3. And LSU versus UCLA. That game will start momentarily. Vegas saw his uncle and his other cousins at the temple today. That's too funny. I was over my aunt and uncle's house with my cousin earlier today. The ACC is a bunch of cupcakes. Go Dogs, as that sign says on the front row of the stadium seats. 1st and 10 for Clemson. Uiagalelei from his own 15 takes a snap. Takes a deep shot down the right sideline. It falls incomplete, though. Looking for his intended tight end. It was Braden Galloway, senior tight end for Clemson, brings up a 2nd and 10. Uiagalelei from the gun, 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right, takes a snap. Delayed handoff. Up the right side of the hashes as Price gets swung down for only a gain of 1 in the carry. Or Pace, the running back, number 20, got swung down for a gain of 1, brings up a 3rd down and long. Lorenzo, what's good? Takes the snap from the gun, back to pass, fires towards the left side, overthrows his intended target. It's incomplete, looking for Ross. Both of them not on the same page between Uiagalelei and Ross, and brings up a 4th and 9. Hey, what's good, Lorenzo in the stream? Welcome in from Spain. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him, Vaughn. Will Spires standing back at his own 3-yard line, about to boot away this football for Clemson. Nothing really going on for the offense so far for the Tigers. This ball gets punted away, drifting back, drops to the 50, and it might have touched a player for Georgia. The ball is on the ground. Pyle on a scramble right at the right side, down the sideline at the midfield marker. Referees right now on top of this pile trying to see who has the football. Clemson signals they have it, and the referees point in that direction. It is Clemson off a muffed punt by Georgia off of one of the players' feet. And Clemson basically gets a long pass downfield as they keep the football. It's a special teamer, number 2 for Georgia. Smamel Mondin Jr., the one who had touched his foot trying to go by the football, and Clemson just falling on the football, number 46, with a recovery for the Tigers. And it keeps it going for Clemson. Matt McMahon, the one who recovered the fumble. This is reviewed right now on the field, so they will take a look at this currently. And if Clemson, this does stand, Clemson will have the football spotted when a new set of downs at midfield. Let's see, so Vegas's mouth is burning because he ate this Lao food called Tum Mac Hung. His mother's cousin made it. He doesn't know how many peppers she put in it. Oh, man. You drink a lot of water there, especially if you got some in the refrigerator. Might want to pull that out. Oh, yeah, they should put cheerleading in as an Olympic sport. I was talking about a couple nights ago how I would love to see dodgeball make it into the Olympics someday. So we'll see if this does stay Clemson football. This is a big part of the game. This might, if Clemson does recover this, this is big for Clemson because they just haven't had any sort of momentum so far tonight, moving the football. So anything can help for Clemson to get their offense starting to roll. Because we've seen it numerous times in this game. Uiagalelei and his intended wide receiver, Justin Ross, who has been a lot for his intended target. Both of them have been not on the same page for a couple passes today. Yeah, put some Foursquare in the Olympics. So this play is still being under review. We have 5:32 left to go before halftime. And a game that is scoreless. LSU against UCLA. This game has kicked off. 13 minutes left to play in the first quarter. That is scoreless. Washington up against Montana 7-3 in the early second quarter. Texas A&M early second quarter up against Kent State 10-3. And then Florida leading Florida Atlantic 14-0 in the late second. And this will stand as we are back to action. Rolling on the field, Clemson football. After the review, and they get the punt that touched a special teamer for Georgia. Clemson has it now as they'll start off in their midfield. Uiagalelei in the offense, still out there for Clemson from the gun. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle on the draw. Gain of 3 in the carry. Takes it to the 47-yard line on a rush by Shipley. Maybe it's what Clemson needed to get themselves right back into the game. Shipley lined up to the right of Uiagalelei. 2 lined up to his right for receivers, 1 to the left. From the gun, takes the snap, play action. First play in Georgia territory. Uiagalelei is rushed, passes on the run. That pass is complete, first down. To the Georgia 37-yard line. It is a gain of 10 on the completion, and it goes to Justin Ross, third catch made of the game. Ross with 3 catches for 21 yards tonight. 2 wide lined up to his left, 1 to the right. Uiagalelei from the gun. He takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. And that'll be a rush of about a gain of 2 by the running back Pace. Or they had Will Taylor, number 16, who came in as the quarterback on the last play only to do a little bit of a fake out quarterback option, play action type of play, and they rushed up the middle. Now Uyunglele back onto the field. 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left. They are going with the empty formation. Takes the snap, back to pass. Passes underneath, complete. Just not enough, though, to get to the first down marker. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4 coming up for Clemson. Pass caught. It's by the tight end, Galloway. Wow, that's awesome. Bryce Young setting an Alabama record today in the season opener. 4 passing touchdowns. Good for him, man. 4 wide. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Uyunglele from the gun. Ball spotted at the Georgia 30. He takes the snap. Back to pass, fires across the middle. It is intercepted on a slant down the left side of the hashes. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Down the left sideline. He slips past the tackle into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia, for about an 80-yard pick six. It goes to the house. Intercepted by Georgia. Christopher Smith reads the route, jumps it, and takes it to the house for an 80-yard pick six. It was on a slant route intended for Justin Ross, who Uyunglele has been going to a lot so far tonight. And Smith with a perfect read, interception into the end zone. The snap to hold, the extra point, it is up, it is Strewed upright. Georgia 7-0. The defense strikes first before the offense in this game. Pick six to the house. I saw some red there, so lower down my microphone just a little bit. So we got it right now. I was able to hear myself more with the levels. Now I can't as much from my end, but I can monitor that is not as high. When I do get excited for those plays, it goes up much more. 7-0 Georgia with 2:58 left to go in the second. This defense has been impressive today, too. Uyunglele has taken 2 sacks tonight. Not really much at all going on for the offenses in this game. It started out with a bunch of penalties. Georgia has committed 5 penalties today in the first half. Clemson with 2 penalties committed. And leave it up to the defense for something to happen. And exactly that's what happened. A pick six by Christopher Smith. Ooh. I've played neither. I'd probably go PlayStation there, though, because I grew up with a 1 and a 2, but I never went to the 3, 4, or 5. Because eventually I got older. And when I got the 2, I was in, like, I think either late elementary school or early middle school when I got the 2. So right now we're just on a media break. We'll get back with Clemson about to return this kickoff coming up. Just 52 total yards by Clemson so far tonight. And the rushing has been non-existent. 10 rushing attempts for just 1 total rushing yard. What's good, Treeper? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is going to be tough for Clemson. The ACC, especially early on, we've seen, has been digging themselves in a hole. North Carolina yesterday with a loss. Christopher Smith's 74-yard touchdown on a pick six. And that's the only TD of the game. It came defensive. This kick goes to the back of the end zone. Clemson will start off at their own 25. Georgia's defense coming today. 2 sacks. Couple mishandled snaps. One by the quarterback, Uyunglele. Another one by the center, just snapped it right to the ground when Uyunglele was from the gun, had to pick it up and just scramble for a short, minimal gain. And not really much going on as far as Clemson's offense to start off. .258 left to go in the second. Clemson will start off with their own 25. What's good, Eugene in the stream? Welcome in. Yeah, I think Virginia Tech's going to be ranked next week there, Vaughn. Because they beat what was a top 10 team with North Carolina. So Chris Smith with a 74-yard interception return for the touchdown. That's the difference in this game. 7-zip Georgia. Clemson's offense comes back onto the field. Both of these quarterbacks not taking shots down the field. Uyunglele has been heavy targeting his wide receiver Justin Ross, who leads the way with 3 catches for 21 receiving yards. Multiple times they have been off mark with each other. Uyunglele takes the snap, passes across the middle, broken up. Intended for his tight end, Galloway. It's broken up in the secondary by number 16, Lewis Sign for Georgia. Second and 10. Uyunglele from the gun at his own 25. 2 wide to the right and to the left. Takes a snap. Back to pass. Passes down the right sideline deep. It is caught complete. First down. That is a gain of 24 and a catch. Second catch made tonight. Down the right sideline. As it goes to number 10, the junior, Joseph Nagata. First and 10 for Clemson. Ball spotted just shy of midfield. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Running back lined up to his right side. Uyunglele from the gun. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Steps up. Fires down the left side. And that is incomplete. Nobody even remotely close to the territory for a wide receiver. The nearest wide receiver was around 10 yards past the football. And this will bring up a second and long. Uyunglele getting beat up back there. His throwing hand hit on a Georgia player helmet off the helmet of number 19, Anderson. 2:17 left to go before halftime. Just 1 rushing yard total by Clemson. They are missing Travis Etienne so desperately. 2 wide to the right and to the left. Takes a snap. Back to pass. Screens it out to the right side. Complete pass midfield. Takes a stumble at the Georgia 46. Kobe Pace receives the ball for a gain of 5, but takes a tumble down. And it brings up a 3rd down. Third and 4. Ball spotted at the Georgia 46. 3 wide to the left. 1 in the backfield lined up to his right side. Uiagalelei from the gun takes a snap, passes on a slant. It is bobbled, complete, 1st down. Past the 40, taken down around the 37. It is Joseph Nagata again to move the chain. 2nd time he has done that in this drive. Uiagalelei from the gun. 2 wide to his right and to his left. He's got his running back lined up to the right side. He takes the snap, passes out to the right side, and incomplete. Missing his mark. Well outside, looking for Nagata again. Brings up a 2nd and 10. He's got to really be careful with these slant plays. He had one that was intercepted, and that pass was lucky. It was able to be hauled in by Nagata on the last catch. 2 wide, both to the right and left side for receivers. In the backfield is Pace. Takes the snap, Uiagalelei. From the pocket it collapses, he passes, and the ball didn't get past the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down and 10. The rolling will be incomplete. Georgia's defense again swarming. 1:06 left to go before half. Yeah, that was impressive today. Bryce Young, I heard from his debut he had today. From the gun for Uiagalelei. 3 wide to his right. Takes the snap. Back to pass. His pass is incomplete. Dangerous. Close to being intercepted again. Diving out was a defensive back. Trying to reach for that football was Dan Jackson. Couldn't get to it. Uiagalelei just throws it on a line. And just way off. Way off, just not on the same page with his wide receivers. 1:02 left to go. 4th and 10 for Clemson. They are going for it. Ball spotted at the Georgia 37. Uiagalelei from the gun. Play clock goes down to double zeros. And a flag goes down. This will be another delay of game call by Clemson. Trying to get the Bulldogs to jump off sides, and they didn't budge. What's good? Dave on the stream. Welcome back in. Fourth and 15. Clemson will have to punt the football away. This offense all game long for Clemson, swimming in mud. 2 for 8 on 3rd downs, 90 total yards. With 1 minute before halftime, this ball gets booted away and fielded at the 1-yard line. Couldn't keep it in play, and it results in a touchback as they hit the goal line. Miscues all over the place in this game for Clemson, as they could have had Georgia pinned at their own 1-yard line to start things off. And on the special teams, a bobbled punt trying to down it, and it touched the goal line. And now Georgia will start off in their own 20. First snap, handoff towards the left side. That'll be a carry for about a gain of 3 on the rush for Georgia. That was James Cook, the running back, who took it for a gain of 4. This clock goes under. 1 minute left to play. Daniels from the gun. 2 lined up to his right, 1 to his left. Cook in the backfield to his left side. Takes a snap, hand off to Cook in the draw. Past the 25 to around the 28. Brings up about a 3rd down and 2. As the clock rolls down, 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Georgia will shot off the field, and that's how we close it out in the first half. 7 Georgia, 0 Clemson. Interception by Christopher Smith for a 74-yard touchdown interception off a slant thrown by Uyunglele for Clemson. That was a pick 6, and that is the difference in this ball game. Clemson will receive the second half kickoff as we go into halftime. Georgia up 7-0. So, quick update in this game. We really haven't seen much going on for both of these teams' offenses. Nobody will take a deep shot down the field, and this has been a major struggle. JT Daniels, 13 completions. Out of 16 passing attempts, 68 passing yards, but only averaging just above 4 passing yards on average per completion. He is just not taking the deep balls downfield. His longest pass is a gain of 12. On the reception made by Brock Bowers, freshman tight end. Bowers leads the way, 4 catches for 26 yards. And then as far as the rushing game, Georgia 13 carries for 42. That's just above 3 yards per carry. Clemson's rushing game non-existent. Clemson as a team currently has rushed the football for a grand total of 1 rushing yard. That is it. 1 rushing yard by Clemson. Running back Kobe Pace, 3 carries for 6 rushing yards. DJ Uyunglele taking 2 sacks in this game. He has rushed it for 5 times with a loss of 7. Will Shipley, 2 carries for 2 yards. DJ throwing the ball 10 for 20, 89 passing yards, and an interception on a slant. And that's been the difference in this game for Georgia. Christopher Smith's 73-yard interception for a pick 6. Also for Georgia, though, the place kicker missing a ball lined up in the middle of the hashes. Missing a kick on a chip shot wide left. And that was by the place kicker, Jack Podlesny. And not really going much as far as the offenses for this game. It's been all defensive. Big-time tackles, big-time stuffs. Defenses for both of these teams impressive. A lot of broken-up passes. And for Clemson, it is worrisome. The problem for JT Daniels, he's just not taking the shots downfield. He has been passing everything underneath stuff that he is throwing. Screens, passes dumped off into the flat. Nothing really going on as they are playing it safe for Georgia. And for Clemson, it's a lot of miscommunication between Uyunglele and his wide receivers. DJ has targeted Justin Ross multiple times. Ross with 3 catches for 21 yards. And then Joseph Nagata on the last drive had 2 catches. He now leads the way in receiving 3 catches for 47 yards. And has the longest play to date in this game, a 24-yard reception. So that's how we go into halftime. Nothing really much going on as far as defense that speaks into this game. Quick update, college football scoreboard at the moment. It looks like this around the top 25. Florida leading Florida Atlantic at halftime, 14-0. Texas A&M up against Kent State, 10-3, with about under 4.5 left to go in the second quarter. Washington with under 4 minutes remaining in the second, up against Montana, 7-3. LSU, UCLA still tied up at 0. Yeah, this game is all about the defenses. Hopefully, if you chose to take this game, hopefully you took the under, because that's where we're heading right now. So right now we're just at halftime. We'll go through an update here since we're at half. Got a lot of games today. Inside the top 25 games that have gone final today. Number 1 Alabama over Miami, 44-13. Terrific debut by Bryce Young. 27-38 passing, 344 through the air, 4 passing touchdowns by Bryce Young today. Oklahoma squeaked it out over Tulane. Give him a scare. 40-35 Sooners. Iowa State as well, surviving a scare at home over Northern Iowa, 16-10. Cincinnati over Miami, Ohio, 49-14. And Oregon, ranked at number 11, surviving a scare themselves, 31-24 over Fresno State. Penn State, with their defense coming through in the clutch, 16-10, winners over number 12 ranked Wisconsin. USC, 17 points scored in the fourth quarter, winners today over San Jose State, 30-7. Iowa over Indiana, 34-6. What's good, Lane Cheek on the stream? Welcome in. Yeah, it's just been unimpressive so far by Clemson's offense. Not looking too well at all. They're just swimming in mud this whole game. Just uninspiring. Yeah, he's got a lot of potential for Bryce Young. So right now we're just at halftime. Those who wanted to see points flying off the board in this type of game between two top 5 teams, no, not going to see that tonight. Going to see defense, defense, defense. And hopefully you took the under in this game, because that's where it definitely is heading. Over-under was at 52. Wow. I'm looking at a graphic here that I was able to get. Since 2010, these are the top 10 programs in most combined wins for college football and college basketball for men's basketball since 2010. Ohio State ranks first. They've got 392 wins combined between their football team and their basketball team since 2010. Oregon is second at 385. And then this right here shocks me. Number 3 is San Diego State, 378. They used to be ranked in the top 25 quite a bit back in the early 2010s. San Diego State had Kawhi. Wow, yeah, so that was when Jimmer was playing at BYU. They were in the conference at the time, playing against San Diego State. And then Nevada was in the mix as well. That was competitive as far as the Mountain West, especially early 2010s. That is shocking. They're number 3 for combined football and men's basketball victories since 2010. And then Michigan State, number 4. Wisconsin, number 5. A lot of Big Ten schools. Virginia at number 6. Michigan at number 7. Louisville at 8. Alabama at 9. Which, if you start counting, like, the past couple of seasons, I think Alabama will be at the very top if you start counting what their football team has done and then what Nate Oates has done turning around that basketball program now for Alabama. And then Cincinnati's at number 9. Yeah, that would be a really nice get there to get San Diego State. That's quite a trip there for Houston. If they do go into the Pac-12 for Houston, yeah, that'll be a trip. But yeah, I think San Diego State, like eventually they should look into the Pac-12. And I've been saying it for a while for Gonzaga, for basketball, that they need to go into the Pac-12. So this announcement now, BYU applying to go into the Big 12. It was BYU, Cincinnati, UCF, and Houston. So all 3 of those teams from the American, and then BYU going to the Big 12, or applying to be a part of the Big 12. Which, I mean, for BYU, that's another team that I think that they should more so fit into the Pac-12 than the Big 12. Based on location, based that they could have like a really good matchup when they take on Utah. That fits out tremendously. Yeah, I heard about that. San Diego State getting a new football stadium coming in too. So still at halftime currently. Glad to have you guys be a part here on the stream once again. Yeah, that's a lot of it is by like regions. And travel costs is like a big thing that comes up for teams too. Hey, what's good? Razorbacks rule. Welcome back in. He likes Clemson to come back in this one. I think we'll see the offenses start to pick up in the second half. It's been impressive though. What the defense has shown for Georgia in this game. This defense is just loaded for talent for Georgia. Hope all is going well on this Labor Day weekend for you guys currently. We're still at halftime, 7-0, Georgia up against Clemson. This game is a neutral site game. It's at Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, home of the Panthers for this game today. I know September is nice and beautiful where I am. Always, like, everything's just refreshing this time of year. It gets hot and humid where I am, like July and August, and then we turn the corner into September, and everything starts to get nice and cool and refreshing. Where I am, up in the Northeast, where the leaves start to change. So it's been really nice outside lately. Oh wow, that's awesome. Razorbacks will go into the game against Texas next week. Have fun there, man. Yeah, that's the game right after this one. College football all day on Saturday. BYU against Arizona. Doesn't start until like 10:30 Eastern time. They have some games that kick off sometimes like if Hawaii plays on like an ESPN network game, that game doesn't kick off until just before midnight usually. Yeah, hopefully not there, Vaughn. So the last game played tonight is Hawaii. That game is at Hawaii. Understandable because of the time difference over there. It is Portland State at Hawaii, and that game will kick off at 11:59 p.m. on the East Coast. Washington State also plays tonight at 11 p.m. on the East Coast. And of course, Vaughn must be pumped up for Cal versus Nevada. That game is at Cal, 10:30 p.m. start time on the East Coast, 7:30 Pacific. Oh boy. I'm gonna disappoint you here, but I'm gonna go Texas based on today's games, Texas looked really good from what I heard. Man, this is a long halftime today. We're still at halftime currently, 7-0. LSU UCLA still scoreless in the early second. We're going to keep on tracking a couple of these games. Washington, Montana, 7-3. Washington up against Montana as they go into halftime. Montana giving Washington a fight. Washington plays next week against Michigan on the national primetime game of the week. Texas A&M up against Kent State 10-3 at halftime. That's another one to monitor. And then Florida leading Florida Atlantic 14-0. So we are right back in. Third quarter about to begin. DJ Uiagalelei looking to have a much better second half in this game. Just 10 for 20 passing, threw a pick six to Christopher Smith's 73-yard return to the end zone for the touchdown. And that is the difference in this game. Georgia up 7-0. And Clemson struggling to move the football downfield. They have never entered the Georgia red zone tonight. Clemson back to return this kick. Shipley will be one of the return man for Clemson. As Georgia has it teed up, they boot it away. And Clemson back to return as they'll let this ball bounce to the back corner of their end zone. And they'll take it out at their own 25. Georgia's defense impressive, forcing 10 incomplete passes to Uiagalelei, an interception, and then 2 sacks to the quarterback. What's good? Kevin on the stream, welcome in. Oh wow, Pitt playing UMass today. Yeah, a couple crazy games in there. Yesterday, UNC losing against Virginia Tech. That was a crazy one, too. First snap, Uiagalelei handoff on a draw up the middle, going nowhere. Minimal yardage on that carry, brings up a 2nd and long. Second and 9, Uiagalelei from the gun takes the snap. Passes, and that pass is deflected, batted down, incomplete. Right in front of DJ as he released it. It is number 95. Devontae Wyatt, defensive tackle, able to get the pass batted down, brings up a 3rd and 9. DJ going 2 wide to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun, ball spotted at his own 26, takes the snap, pressure coming, passes, and that is off target, incomplete. There's a flag down, though, is thrown to the right of Justin Ross, who has been the intended wide receiver multiple times in this game. Flag being thrown here, we'll see the call. This was in the secondary, and it's on Georgia. Pass interference by the Bulldogs, automatic first down, Clemson. I can't show the actual game or so for that one due to copyright, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to call it. I'll have to see next week because I am quite busy next weekend with a lot of stuff. It's my girlfriend has her birthday on Friday, so we're trying to figure out when I'll be able to see her on the weekend, Saturday into Sunday probably. Here's the snap, handoff. Goes for about a gain of 3 to the left hash. It is Shipley in the carry. Brings up a 2nd and 7 for Clemson. Takes the snap, flushed out to his right. Pass is thrown out of bounds. Incomplete. Big 3rd and 7 coming up for Clemson. Ball spotted at their own 39-yard line. 2 wide lineup to the right and left sides for receivers. Uiagalelei from the gun. He takes the snap, play action, back to pass, passes towards the left side, complete down the left sideline, first down. Knocked out of bounds to the 49-yard line. It is a catch for 10 yards as it goes to Joseph Nagata, 4th reception of the game. Moves the chains. D. Wade, welcome onto the stream here, man. First and 10 from the gun. Takes the snap, Uiagalelei. And goes reverse handoff to the left sideline. Stiff arm. Takes it for a gain of 5 to the 45. The rush was by Ross, who got the carry. Clemson starting to chunk a little bit of yards downfield. 2nd and 5 from the Georgia 45. Uiagalelei, quarterback keeper. He gets wrapped up for a loss of 3 in the play. Submerging in on the tackle. That is number 99. Nose tackle Jordan Davis, the senior, comes up, wraps up Uiagalelei for a loss of 3. Oh, man, the big body on the front end just breaking through up the middle and coming up with a big wrap-up tackle on the quarterback options play. 3rd and 7. Ball spotted at the Georgia 47. Uiagalelei from the gun. He takes the snap. Back to pass. Pump fake. Pressure coming. Didn't get it off in time. He is sacked. Drop back beyond midfield. It is the 3rd sack of the game for Georgia. Nakobe Dean, the junior, comes up with a sack. It will force Clemson to punt the football away again. Oh, this defensive force up front is something that is absolutely special for the Georgia Bulldogs right now. 3 sacks, an interception to the house for 74 yards. And multiple plays going for negative yardage by Clemson today in this rushing game, as Clemson has negative rushing yards tonight. -5 on the ground. The ball gets booted away. Fair catch made at the 11-yard line of Georgia territory. And that is where the Bulldogs will start off in their next drive from their own 11. A big sack on a 3rd down and long by the Georgia defense. Back-to-back negative plays to get the football back for the Bulldogs. 12 minutes remain 3rd quarter. Georgia up 7-0. Yeah, the receivers and the quarterback, they are not on the same page whatsoever for Clemson. This is a big defensive game. No offensive touchdown has been scored today. The only touchdown has been from a pick 6 by Georgia. Quick update, couple other games going on. LSU up against UCLA 7-0. Washington at halftime leading Montana 7-3. Texas A&M up at halftime 10-3 over Kent State. Florida in the third quarter leading Florida Atlantic 14-0. A lot of low-scoring games going on currently. Oh, yeah, that's a big steal there. Tyler Hero, good for the 2022-23 season. Signed under $6 million. That's massive. Quick update, Auburn looking good today, repping the SEC. 53-7 over Akron. South Carolina repping the SEC. Looking great as well. 32-0 over Eastern Illinois. Purdue taking on Oregon State. 13-7, Purdue leading. Houston, Texas Tech, low-key solid matchup here, 21 even with about 5.5 left to play in the third. Baylor up against Texas State, 24-13. Illinois losing against Texas San Antonio at the moment. 12:50 left to go in the third quarter. UTSA up 20-14 over Illinois. Northern Illinois leading Georgia Tech with over 13 minutes left to play in the third. 14-7. NIU is up. So a lot of shocking outcomes are games taking place currently. Yeah, he's taking no deep shots down the field for DJ. Everything he's throwing is just underneath or a slant pass that he is throwing so far. So we are back to action. JT Daniels takes the first snap and airs it out. Past the first down markers, incomplete. Brings up a second down and 10. Here's the thing for Georgia, is that Daniels has been going to a lot of check down passes in this game. That could help out as far as clock management since they're up 7-0 and Clemson hasn't gotten the offense moving. That is a large rush right there. Longest one of the game for Georgia. It goes for a gain of 15 on the ground. Gets a first down. Zamir White takes it to the left side of the numbers. Georgia now has it at their own 25. Daniels, play action, passes underneath, complete. And spinning off of a tackle, gaining positive yards, about a gain of 3, and the catch goes to Bowers. One field goal attempt in this game, it was missed by Georgia, wide left. And it was a pretty easy field goal attempt. It was from the middle of the hashes. It was around a 30-yard attempt and missed wide left from the middle of the hashes. So no offensive scores in this game today. A pick 6 by Georgia, and that's been the difference. 10.5 left to go in the third. Daniels from the gun takes the snap. Handoff on a draw going nowhere, and Clemson's defense stopping even further back. The running back Milton gets tackled down for a loss in the play, brings up a third down. Third and 8 for Georgia. Ball spotted at their own 27-yard line. Daniels from the gun. He takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket. Fires down the left side. That is intercepted by Clemson. Jumps the route. Picks it off as number 10 for the Tigers. Oh my, is the momentum swayed in this game. Redshirt graduate Balin Spector comes up from the outside linebacker position, reads this ball perfectly, intended for the tight end on this play. Number 86, John Fitzpatrick, the intended receiver. Or it was number 9 on the deep left sideline, Justin Robinson. The far left sideline, and it was intercepted. That pass thrown well short by Daniels. Jumping the route, and Spector picks it off. Clemson has the football now in Georgia territory for their best field position of the night. 9:39 left to go in the third quarter. Second turnover by Georgia today in this game. From the gun is Uiagalelei. 3 wide lined up to his left. Ball spotted at the Georgia 33. As that will be a carry towards the right side by Shipley. About a gain of 2 in a rush. Just shy of the 30. It will bring up a 2nd down and 8. Second and 8 at the Georgia 31. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Uiagalelei, the quarterback, inside the gun, takes a snap. Back to pass. Looking left, pump fake, forced out to his left, and he is dropped down and sacked at the 40. Loss of 8. Georgia with their 4th sack of the game for their defense. Comes from behind and strips up Uiagalelei, trying to scramble out towards his left. The pressure up front has been a major problem for Clemson blocking. 3rd and 16 now for Clemson. Ball spotted at the Georgia 40-yard line out of field goal range. Takes the snap. Uiagalelei, pump fake again. The pressure coming, and back-to-back sacks. Wraparound sack. Goes and gets credited for it is number 19 for Georgia. It is Adam Anderson, senior, who comes in. He was the one converging in, along with number 95, Devontae Wyatt, defensive tackle, in there as well. Pump fake. Nobody buying that pump fake that DJ set up, and well out of field goal range they go. Back at the 42-yard line, the Georgia territory. This ball gets booted away. Another 3 and out by Clemson. And Georgia will fair catch it at their own 14-yard line. Defense, defense, defense. It speaks to all matters in this game. Georgia with back-to-back sacks. Offensive line for Clemson struggling mightily. Wide receivers having a lot of trouble out in the field. DJ forced to hold the football for multiple seconds and taking back-to-back sacks. $8:11 left to go in the third quarter. Georgia up 7-0. They'll have the football. DJ Uiagalelei has lost 28 yards today due to sacks. This hurts for the rushing game. Nothing as far as running the football today for Clemson. They are not only missing Trevor Lawrence, they are also missing Travis Etienne. Minus 14 for rushing yards tonight by Clemson as a team. That is difficult. 91 total yards. 12 for 24 passing. 105 through the air, and then minus 14 rushing. I believe it's going to be tomorrow, Notre Dame against Florida State for my next stream. So some more college football again tomorrow. What's good, BKL on the stream? Welcome in. Glad to have you back in. Georgia's defense has been super impressive tonight. This is absolutely crazy. Missing Lawrence, missing Etienne, and Clemson. Just no answers for this Georgia defense. Uiagalelei having a lot of trouble today. Offensive line taking a lot of steam as Uiagalelei has got punished in this game. Back-to-back sacks given up on the three and out, starting with their best field position inside the Georgia 30, and they went backwards. Georgia with a football. Daniels hands it off. Jukes towards the left side. Gets a big gain. 20, 25, 30 to the left side. Dragged down around the 36-yard line. Largest play from scrimmage for Georgia tonight goes to the running back Zamir White. And he gets a rush of around 21 on the carry and a first down. Ball spotted out their own 36. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Daniels under the gun here. He takes the snap, play action, back to pass in the pocket, airs it out down the middle. Complete first down. Pass midfield, grabbed and dragged down around the 44-yard line in Clemson territory. On the catches, Jalen Johnson, the wide receiver. And now they're moving the football. Daniels off of play action. Sees the soft spot in the defense. They go no huddle, rush to the right side. Taken for about a gain of 1 and a carry by James Cook. .6:30 left to go in the third quarter. Georgia finally starting to put together some offensive motion here. Down the field. They are marching into the Clemson 42-yard line as they have this ball spotted. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. It will be a little bit of an end around here. Trick play. Down the left sideline, they rush. Past the 40 to the 36. That rush will go for about a gain of 6 to the pass catcher who just called it the play before, Jalen Johnson. Big play call here for Georgia. Daniels 17 for 22, 107 passing yards. He's been averaging just under 5 yards per pass downfield. Here could be another check down in this situation. 3rd and 3. They go in a single set back formation. In the backfield is Milton. Hand off to Milton towards the right side. That is past the 35. Gets the first down. 30. Bounces off a tackler. And he takes it to the 28-yard line. First down by Kendall Milton on the rush. There is a flag down, though. We'll see the penalty here. The clock will stop with 5:21. I had said at the beginning, yes, I'm going to stick to that right now for Clemson. I wasn't impressed today by Oklahoma. I'm nervous about Oklahoma after today's game. Under 5 minutes left to go in the third. Screens it out to the left side. That pass complete. Enough for the first down. Taking it to about the 30-yard line. That is a catch by Kenny McIntosh for Georgia, moving the chains. First and 10 now for Georgia. Ball spotted at the Clemson 30. They go into the ace formation. Takes the snap. HB toss towards the right side to McIntosh. Past the 30. Hurdles over a man. And he gets taken down around the 24. Russia 6 in the carry. Wow. Unranked player won at the U.S. Open today at 20 years old. That's incredible. I saw yesterday it was a 18-year-old girl that won against Naomi Osaka yesterday. Second and 4 for Georgia. Ball spotted at the Clemson 24-yard line. From the gun is Daniels. He takes the snap, play action, airs down the right sideline. Incomplete. Flags thrown, though. Pass interference. Should be the call by Jones, the defensive back for Clemson. He was all over the intended wide receiver, Adonai Mitchell. Hands wrapped all around him. And the penalty flag is on Clemson. Automatic first down. Clemson could have argued that ball was non-catchable because it was more so out of bounds where it was thrown. Now ball spotted at the 10-yard line. Takes the snap, play action. Pass deflected at the line of scrimmage. It's incomplete. He had Burton open into the flat. A big deflection by Clemson. It was by number 3, Xavier Thomas, defensive end, and forced the incompletion. Terrific job right there by Thomas to get his hands up into the air and deflect that pass. Second and goal for Georgia. Ball spotted at the Clemson 10. An opportunity for Clemson to see if they can force another stop. Screen out to the left side. That pass complete. Spin move right at the 5-yard line. Tackled. Gain of 5 in the catch brings up a third and goal from the 5. Reception made by Jermaine Burton, sophomore wideout. The biggest play call of the game for both of these teams coming up. Georgia at the 5-yard line of Clemson, the furthest that they have been downfield with their offense today. 0 offensive touchdowns, 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Clemson's defense looking for a big stop and to look to force a turnover. Daniels trying to take care of the football, 3 bunched up to the right. He's from the shotgun formation, 1 wide receiver lined up to the left. He's got this running back lined up to the left of him, White. Takes the snap. Back to pass is Daniels. Fires to the back of the end zone. Tip deflected in double coverage. Incomplete. Looking for Bowers, the intended target, and it brings up a 4th and goal. Dangerous pass to the back of the end zone by JT Daniels. There's a player down for Clemson at the back of the end zone. Shaken up after the play. Daniels lucky, throws into double coverage, and that ball off the back of the fingertips, looking for Bowers, and he had it. He had that ball. Skolaski, number 47, and number 1 for Clemson, Andrew Makuba, collided together with Skolaski, who is down, and now he gets up, as this will be a 4th and goal by Georgia. From the left hash, 22-yard field goal attempt. They have already missed a field goal tonight with their place kicker, Jack Palesny. His kick is up, and that is good. Through the uprights, down the middle this time. First scoring capacity of the game by the offense tonight. 10-0, Georgia. So we're going to go on a media timeout currently. 2:41 in the third quarter. Georgia 10, Clemson 0. If you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for being a part here once tonight on the channel. Special live stream I've got covering college football. Tomorrow night, feel free to be back between Notre Dame and Florida State tomorrow night. I'll be covering for another special live stream for some more college football. Crazy stat here. Clemson, -14 rushing yards on the ground. The offensive line having a ton of trouble blocking their defensive tackles in this game, defensive end players, and the big boys of Georgia up front, getting to the quarterback, sacking Uiagalelei as they've sacked him in this game 5 times, an interception to the house. As DJ having a lot of trouble in this game. And Georgia's defense definitely having some big-time credit for that. Quick update, a couple other college football games going down at the moment. Florida up against Florida Atlantic 21-0. Texas A&M leading Kent State 13-3. Washington, they're only up 7-3 against Montana as they got Michigan next week. UCLA up against LSU now 14-7 with about 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Other matchups we're currently monitoring. UTSA leading Illinois 20-17, and Northern Illinois up against Georgia Tech 14-7. And here we have 2:38 left to go in the third quarter. It was UCLA with a 90-yard touchdown pass. That's how they're up 14-7. Gosh, should you bring your school friends to this channel? The more the merrier there, Vaughn. I would love to know how many friends you have there for school friends that enjoy sports. Georgia boots it away. Clemson returns it at their own 5. Past the 10 to the 20, 25, and takes it to around the 28-yard line on the return. Yes, UCLA is up 14-7 against LSU. A 90-yard touchdown pass by UCLA to take the lead. 2:34 left to go in the third quarter. And that game is at UCLA. Uiagalelei takes the snap, passes. That is complete across the middle. About a gain of 5 on the catch. We'll bring up a second and manageable catch made by the tight end, Braden Galloway. 2nd and 5. Uiagalelei from the gun. He takes the snap, back to pass, passes across the middle. Again, flag is thrown, pass is caught right at that first down marker over to Ross, the wide receiver, who catches it. We'll see what the penalty flag's about. It's on Clemson offensive penalty chop block. And down goes the running back, Kobe Pace. He gets helped up to his feet. And Pace jogs off towards the sideline. Scary situation there, as he was playing quite a bit of snaps today for Clemson. Clemson backed up at their own 14-yard line. Uiagalelei, quarterback draw, as he will rush for about a gain of 4 on the carry. Takes it to about the 18, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long. What's good, Lorenzo? Welcome back on the stream. 1.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. This will be a 3rd and 14 for Clemson. Ball spotted at their own 19-yard line. Uiagalelei from the gun. He's got 3 wide to his left, 1 to his right. His running back lined up to the right. Shipley takes a snap. Pressure coming. And they sack him again for the 6th time in this game. The ball comes out, but his knee was already down at the ground. Drop back at his own 10-yard line. Georgia with a sack, forcing another 3 and out for Clemson. Let's see here how it happened. On the defensive front, number 44. It is Trayvon Walker. Picks up sack number 6 tonight for the Bulldogs. Fourth and 23, punting from their own end zone. The snap, the boot away. And Georgia back to return. Standing back at their own 39, returns a pass to 40, 45, slips past a tackle, past midfield to the 47. There's a flag down, though. That return goes for about 14. We'll see the penalty flag. And this is on the return team. Georgia holding in the back. And they will back them up. So tomorrow night, I plan on being back Notre Dame, Florida State. You guys are welcome to watch that one. Same time for the start time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow night. Should be a good one. Notre Dame ranked number 9 in the season to start out in the AP preseason poll. JT Daniels, 19 for 26, 119 passing yards tonight. 1st and 10. Up 10-0. Georgia, at this rate, just looking for a clock manager to keep time ticking down, because their defense is giving everything today. Giving it their all onto the field, and Clemson, with their offense, just swimming in mud. They go in a single set back formation, ace formation. Running backs McIntosh. Play action, rolls out to his right. Pass complete at the 45. Knocked down around the 47-yard line. Complete for a gain of 13 on the catch as it goes to the tight end Bowers. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Georgia, 1st and 10 coming up at their own 47 once we get back to start out the 3rd quarter. Wow. This has been so impressive today by Georgia, what they have done. Quick update. Right now, a couple of scores going on inside the top 25. 14-10, UCLA leading against LSU. Washington up against Montana. If Washington loses this game, for sure they're out of the top 25. And probably not going to return for the remaining part of the season. 7-3 Washington with 6:40 remaining in the third against Montana. Texas A&M up 10-3 against Kent State. And Florida up 21-0 against Florida Atlantic. Wow, class of 22, 5-star recruit Travis Hunter. Vegas been seeing a lot of highlights of him. Plays wide out, but best kid really looks like the next best corner there. So that's big for Florida State. Starting to get their football team back to what it used to be. Let's see. I'll probably go, if Clemson loses this game, I'll probably put them around number 6, most likely. Because Iowa State, there's quite a gap there. Iowa State at number 7, they had a lot of problems today. Iowa State able to get past Northern Iowa 16-10. And they started off at number 7 in the preseason poll. Yeah, I'll have to catch them when I do have a chance there. So right now, just a media break, and we'll get back to action. Georgia starting things off in the fourth quarter. They have the ball spotted just shy of midfield. And coming up will be a 1st and 10 for Georgia. So Georgia up 10-0. A pick 6 by Christopher Smith. 73-yard pick 6, the difference in this game. Georgia will start off ball spotted at their own 47-yard line. 1st and 10 as we start the fourth quarter. Handoff on the draw. Up the middle. Taken to about midfield. A rush of 3 by White. And now just trying to realize what his role is to start the fourth quarter for J.D. Daniels. Underneath passes. Running out the clock. Letting his defense do the work as they lead by 2 scores. And no red zone in sight in this game for Clemson. They have never once put the ball inside the Georgia 20. From the gun, they got motion in the backfield. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle on the carry, past midfield. Pile moves forward to around the 47. And that's where the ball will be spotted now at the 47 of Clemson territory. So now we'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 for Georgia as time keeps on ticking down. So prediction rankings by Vaughn here. College football on the Discord every Sunday. Should start making a channel there. Do some videos about that. Daniels from the gun. 2 lined up to his left for receivers. 1 to the right. He's got Cook lined up to his right. Motion in the backfield by McConkey. Takes the snap. Pressure coming. Drops him back at the zone 45-yard line. Murphy for Clemson. Number 98, Miles Murphy, the sophomore, comes up with a sack. And it's going to force Georgia to put this football away. Comes up just free up the middle. Nobody blocking Murphy coming up the middle. So Clemson gets a big defensive stop. They still got 3 timeouts remaining, same as Georgia, as that drive stalls out for the Bulldogs. Now Georgia back standing at their own 32 for their punter as he boots it away. Clemson back to return. And they will call for a fair catch. They'll start off around their own 14-yard line. 10-0. Uiagalelei, only 3 completed passes in the third quarter as he heads back onto the field. 13 for 25, 111 through the air to pick 6. Clemson yet to hit the 100-yard mark for total yards in this game. 92 they have. And that is negative 19 rushing on 19 rushing attempts. That is something that is mind-blowing. 19 rushing attempts for negative 19 yards. 6 sacks by Georgia. Georgia with 8 penalties in today's game. So despite the penalties, they are up 10-0, blanketing Clemson with just 8 first downs by the Tigers, going 3 for 12 on third down. Oh, yeah, of course, Vaughn. Make sure to add the NFL in there, too. Yeah, this is crazy. What's good? Aiden on the stream, welcome in. Absolutely crazy that Clemson might get shut out in this game. My favorite of all time is Paul Pierce. I'm a huge Kemba Walker fan. I've been since UConn for Kemba. It's so sad that he's not in Boston anymore. So I've stuck with Kemba all my life, and now I've got Jason Tatum too. He's been one of my tops. Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to you doing videos, Vaughn. Starting off some live streaming there. I would love to see how that goes. We are back to action. Uiagalelei starts off at his own 13-yard line. Pressure coming as he steps up, rushes. He takes it past the line of scrimmage for about a gain of 3 in the rush as the pressure again coming by Georgia's front line. And he gains 3 in the rush, brings up a 2nd down and 7. What's good, Kevin on the stream? Welcome in from Texas. 12:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Once we hit 10, I got an interesting fact here, but we'll see if this fact does stay true for the next 2.5 minutes. Uiagalelei back to pass, passes underneath, complete, but about a loss of 1 on the catches. It goes to Allen, the tight end. Georgia defense sniffs it out perfectly. Number 41, Channing Tindall, the one who comes up with a big hit on Allen, and this will bring up a 3rd down and long. Yeah, no problem, Bradley. This game has been shocking. Under 12 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 4 by Clemson. 3 for 12 when it comes to third down conversions. Ball spotted at their own 18. Uyunglele takes the snap. The pressure comes up. He gets hit down as a flag comes down. Georgia was signaling that Clemson jumped on a false start. Sweeney, obviously, he is fuming about that call as he thought that it was just an unnecessary late hit after the flag was thrown by Georgia's defense. And this is on Clemson. False start by the offense. That play should have never happened, and the late hit should have never happened either by Georgia. And no penalty on Georgia, as the referees were obviously late to the call. And this will bring up a third and even longer situation. No penalty being thrown for the knockdown, pushdown by Georgia's defenseman, Nakobe Dean. Ball placed at their own 14-yard line now for Clemson. From the gun, Uyunglele goes 4 wide, 2 to the right and 2 to the left. Takes the snap. Back to pass, surveying downfield. Passes across the middle. That is complete. Down the left sideline, 40, 45, past midfield, out of bounds for the largest play in this game. Uyunglele able to get that one downfield and puts it into Georgia territory. Sees the opening. Joseph Nagata down the left sideline. A play that shows signs of life all the way down to the Georgia 42. 5 catches for 102 through the air. Largest play of the game. A handoff towards the right side. Past the 40, 35. Gets the first down, out of bounds. Rush of 11 to the 33-yard line of Georgia territory. I think UMass has got better ones there, Vaughn. JK. Clemson, finally things starting to click with them. 10:52 left to go in the fourth. Uyunglele from the gun. 3 lined up to his left. He's got the football at the Georgia 32. Takes the snap from the gun. Play action. Back to pass across the middle. It is caught. Hauled onto by the tight end. Allen. About a catch of 8. Brings up a 2nd and 2. They have never entered the red zone today. 10:20 in the fourth quarter. Once the clock hits 10, next play, I got an interesting fact to go over. Been waiting for the last 2.5 minutes to do this, but we got one play on the north side of the 10-minute mark in the fourth. 2nd and 2. Ball spotted at the Georgia 24. Uyunglele from the gun takes the snap, screens it out to the left side. That's complete. Gets the first down and takes it to the 20. Pick up a 4, needed 2 on a screen catch. Happened to be number 2. Frank Ladson Jr. gets his first catch of the game. So we are under 10 minutes left to go. Quick update here. We'll see if this does stay intact. Georgia and Clemson opened up the 2003 season with Georgia shutting out Clemson 30-0. It has been the last time that Clemson has ever been shut out in college football. So 18 years ago, Georgia opening up with Clemson, and the last time that the Tigers have been shut out. Uyunglele passes right corner to the end zone. Pass interference. Clearly. New set of downs for Clemson. 15-yard penalty. Pass intended for Ladson. Right behind the pylon, and the defensive back, Kelly Ringo, freshman corner, the one who commits the pass interference, just completely rips down Ladson in the end zone. And took him down by the neck in the end zone. Both of his hands just all over his shoulder pads and neck area. Clearly, no doubt about it, pass interference all day long. That's the easiest call the referees will ever make. 9:28 in the fourth. 1st and goal. First time in the red zone by Clemson. Ball spotted at the Georgia 5-yard line from the gun. Uyunglele Two wide lined up to his right. He takes the snap. Play action. Passes to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. All the way well beyond the back. Oh, he was looking to go underneath too. Nothing there though. 9:23 in the fourth quarter. We'll see what Georgia's defense can offer up. Second and goal from Clemson at the Georgia 5. Three wide lined up to his right, one to the left. Wide receiver to the left's Nagata. Watch out for him. He is the only receiver to go over 100 today. Takes the snap, Uyangalele. Back to pass, launches to the end zone. Broke it up, incomplete. Intended for Ladson Jr. Back of the end zone. Pass gets broken up by Latavius Brini, number 36, and brings up a third down and goal from the 5. Nice read on that football all the way at the back of the end zone. Here's the biggest play of the game. Three lined up to the right for receivers. One tight end to the left is Allen. Now they're going empty. They line up their running back, Lynn Dixon, to the left side as well. From the gun, 5 wide, takes the snap, Uyangalele. He surveys, pass rush coming, passes, back right corner to the end zone. Too tall, incomplete. Thrown out of bounds. Looking for Ladson at the back of the end zone. There's a flag down though, so we'll check the penalty flag. And now the flag gets picked up, it looks like, as the clock kept on rolling past the incomplete. And now they get the right time back on the clock. 9:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Chip shot from the left hash. 22-yard field goal for the place kicker. BT Potter to snap the hole to kick. And that is good. Clemson will not get shut out tonight. 10-3 is the score with 9:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be back after this. Georgia up. This game's starting to get intense right now. Shutout. Nada. So Georgia and Clemson open up the 2003 college football season with Georgia shutting out Clemson 30-0. That happened to be the last time that Clemson has been shut out, and we will keep that today as well. Clemson will live and fight to play and put points on the board like they did. The best drive of the game as the drive stalls out at the Georgia 5. Oh, they are remarkable, Vaughn. Yeah, I probably would have kicked the field goal too. In that situation, seeing what the past couple passing plays were, that they kept on stalling out at the 5. Everything was incomplete constantly. So I think the field goal was the right decision. Because at this rate, all you need is just some motivation to get points. Because if you come away with 0, which Georgia's defense, it will be a tough gamble going up 4th down against Georgia's defense. I don't think anybody wants to have their game on the line and in the hands of their offense going up against Georgia's defense. So I think that was the correct decision there for Clemson. Just getting points on the board, that's a start. And now they'll look to see if their defense can make a stop and then be able to put something else on the board. That has to be a touchdown coming up. Yeah, they look flat today. A lot of miscommunication between Uyangalele and the wide receivers in this game. Like, there's been multiple passes where the receivers have been running the wrong routes. Yeah, hopefully you took the under in this game, unless we go into like 6 overtimes and it surpasses it. The over-under was 52. Texas A&M breaking out against Kent State 27-3 as Texas A&M leads late third quarter. Other than that, Washington struggling with Montana 7-3 as they have started playing the fourth quarter. So yeah, hopefully you took the under today. 52 to over-under as this ball gets kicked off. And it goes all the way back beyond the end zone. Georgia will start off at their own 25. JT Daniels comes back out to the field, 20 for 27, 132 passing yards, an interception that he threw. Georgia from their own 25 as they start off their drive. From the gun, Daniels. He takes the snap. Back to pass, passes to the right corner. It's incomplete, looking to the right sideline. Overthrows his intended wide receiver, Donnie Mitchell. Brings up a 2nd and 10. That's a type of play call that I'm getting a lot of question marks on. 9 minutes just north of in this game. You're up by a touchdown. You get a lot of confidence in your defense. And the first play, you go for the deep ball and overthrow your wide receiver. It stops the clock. That's a play that you need to chunk out yards. Get 4 or 5 and then set up a 2nd and manageable. Instead, he goes a 2nd and 10. Takes the snap play action. Pass rush is coming. Passes underneath into the flat. Stiff arm. Takes it to about the 30. Gain of 5 in the catch. Goes to Arian Smith. And now a big 3rd down coming up for Georgia. Clemson's defense trying to get off the field and have a chance to strike back into this game with a next drive touchdown. Daniels from the gun. He's got Cook, the running back, lined up to his right. To the right side of the screen is McConkey, the tight end. 2 wide lined up to the left. Now Cook in motion, screened out to his left. Gets chopped up. Loss of 3 on the reception. Clemson gets the defensive stop they needed. Andrew Booth Jr. The junior comes up with a big sniff and read, chopping up Cook as soon as he got his hands on the football. Taking out his knees. Terrific read on that by Cook all the way. Georgia punts this one away, able to escape the pressure. The punter goes down. Clemson returns down the right sideline, 30, swung out of bounds. Should be a whistle for that. Late hit out of bounds. And the referees say no. They will not. Clemson and Georgia players meet along Clemson's sideline as the referees have to separate them. Some words being exchanged. Wow. Taylor gets taken down. Swung down by Moat. Well out. Past the sideline. And Sweeney cannot believe it. He is fuming that there was no flags being thrown on that. Clearly, right in front of the Clemson bench. If there's a flag being thrown on this game is wide open. 1st and 10 by Clemson. Dabo cannot believe the call that there was no flag for late hit out of bounds on that. Wow. First of all, Georgia is lucky to get that football punted away. The pressure was coming up quick. One more step on that Clemson punt rush, and that would have been blocked. We take a timeout in the game right now, 10-3. Clemson will have the football coming up, 7:43 left to go in the fourth quarter as things are getting chippy on the field. Quick update, upset alert here. Montana has scored with a touchdown. They lead over number 20 Washington 10-7 with 10.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll keep you posted as this is not looking good for Washington. They take on Michigan next week. UCLA at halftime up against LSU 14-10. Florida 28-0 over Florida Atlantic with 7:40 left to go in the fourth. Texas A&M leading Kent State end of the third 27-3. We might be getting some overtime in this. Extra football. Like to see some 2-point conversions when we get to the overtime portion for that, if we get that far. Man. Vegas confident Florida State will win tomorrow. That should be a fun game tomorrow. Oh yeah, we want a flea flicker. Haven't called a flea flicker in a long time. This game is getting quite chippy. Things that I would have never imagined I'm saying in today's game. Clemson with -3 rushing yards on 21 rushing attempts. Georgia has 9 total penalties in this game. No flag on running into the punter. And no flag on the late hit out of bounds. 2 missed crucial calls by the referee on the last play. And yeah, definitely almost lucky for a blocked punt. And now the referees are at the monitor looking at this right now. Okay, so during the timeout, the referees were looking at running into the punter. That's what they appear to be looking at on the screen. We have 7:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. Clearly, Clemson ran into the punter. How could they miss that call? And then they missed the late hit out of bounds. So a lot of things going on that last play before an extremely long media break. Still trying to sort this out, and this will not be Clemson football. It will be 4th and 2 by Georgia. So Georgia will punt it away again. 4th and 2. Running into the punter by Clemson. 4th and 2 opens up the door for Clemson to potentially see if they can block this punt. So Georgia back to boot this football away. 4th and 2 at their own 33-yard line. 7:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. So that's what we have in store right now. Georgia again will punt it away. And Clemson looking to block it or flip the field with this return. Standing at zone 20. It's the punter for Georgia. The snap, the boot away. No pressure this time as it goes away. And fair catch caught at the 25. As that is where Clemson will start off. So now the Tigers will start off at their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10. So that was a crazy sequence. That flag was never even thrown to begin with for running into the punter, even though everybody saw it to start off. And then the late hit was never called. So a lot going on there. 1st and 10 for Uiagalelei. Ball spotted at the zone 25 from the gun. He's got 2 wide to his right. Takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket. Launches down the right side. Deflected. Incomplete. No flag being thrown. And there is now one. Sweeney looking for the flag as that ball was thrown to the Clemson sideline. And a late flag now has been thrown. And this will be on Georgia for pass interference. 1st down, Clemson. They call him mere speed. The corner with a penalty as he was working on wide receiver number 2, Frank Ladson Jr., who has been targeted quite a bit in the second half. 1st and 10 for Clemson. Ball spotted at their own 39-yard line. Uiagalelei from the gun. 2 to the right, 2 to the left as far as receivers. He takes the snap. Back to pass, pump fake. Rolls out to his right, passes downfield down the right sideline, throws it out of bounds, incomplete. Looking for the running back, Lynn J. Dixon, brings up a 2nd down and long. This has just been uninspiring as far as the offense tonight by Clemson. Nobody with any sort of breakaway speed in this game. Not much separation at all on the field. Uiagalelei takes the snap. Pressure coming fast. Gets rid of it. That's complete. About a gain of 8 on the reception as it goes to Nagata, who has been the top receiver tonight for the Tigers. He has got himself now 6 catches for 110 yards. Second and short for the Tigers. Ball spotted at their own 46. Uiagalelei from the gun. Takes the snap. Back to pass, passes complete, right at the marker. 1st down, stretching out, gets it. It is the tight end Galloway who moves the chains. 6:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Time of an essence here as it keeps on ticking down and down and down. Clemson has the ball spotted at midfield. Ball spotted at midfield. 2 to the left as far as receivers. Uiagalelei out of the gun. Takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket. It collapses and he gets sacked. Sack number 7 of the game by Georgia. Drop back at his own 46-yard line for a loss of 4. And the clock ticks to 6 minutes left to go. Coming up again, number 99 gets past his offensive lineman. Jordan Davis records the sack. Clemson's offensive line. They are going to have nightmares for a long, long time after seeing Georgia's defensive front like this. Ball at their own 46. Uiagalelei takes the snap from the gun. Quarterback keeper up the middle on a draw. Past midfield, stretching out to the 45. And he picks up about a gain of 9 on the rush. And this will bring up about a 3rd down and 5 coming up for Clemson. This clock ticking down northwards of 5 minutes left to go. Clemson just 5 for 15 when it comes to third downs tonight. They'll have their biggest one right now. Ball spotted at the Georgia 45. Uiagalelei goes 4 wide, 2 to the right, 2 to the left from the gun. Takes a snap, pressure coming up quick. Fires. That is complete at the 40. Takes it to the 39. Oh, the pass was dropped in the ground. Incomplete. The referees roll it. Took a big hit. Had the ball in his hands. Absorbed the hit and the pass fell incomplete. Let's see here. The pressure coming fast. Uiagalelei launched it out. It was number 88, Braden Galloway, who had the ball in his hands. And then terrific defensive play made by Georgia to ensure that he wouldn't control that ball. Lewis signed the one who came in and was able to knock that ball free. 4:52 left to go. Uiagalelei takes the snap. Pressure coming. Forced out to his right. Passes. Incomplete. Off the outstretched fingertips of E.J. Williams. Georgia's defense holds. And Georgia forces a turnover on downs by Clemson. And the Bulldogs will get the football back with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming up. 3 defensive front players for Georgia converging on Uiagalelei. Forces him to pass on the run towards his right. And off the top corner of the fingertips. Looking for Williams, incomplete. Oh my goodness. Has this Georgia defense been something special tonight? Wow. Clemson 5 for 16 on third downs. 2 rushing yards. That has been the stat of the game. We can tell how well Georgia's defense is when they have surrendered 2 rushing yards to Clemson. Wow. The gamble does not pay off. Anytime you try 4th down against Georgia's defense, oh man, it is difficult. Let's see what Georgia's got for their upcoming schedule. If you're the next team that plays Georgia, nightmares are coming at you, and the next team they play is against UAB. Yeah, this is crazy. The over-under is 52. Georgia's got an unranked opponent for the next 6 weeks, as of right now. And their next 2 games are at home. So they got UAB next Saturday. Then they take on South Carolina. After that, they're at Vanderbilt. And then they're at home against Arkansas, at Auburn, at home against Kentucky. And their first-ranked opponent is at a neutral location against Florida. That's all the way, as of right now, October 30th. So that's their first game, as of now, against the top 25 opponent. And then they take on Missouri, at Tennessee. And then a home game against Charleston Southern. And they close out things on November 27th against Georgia Tech on the road. So that's the schedule. No Alabama, unless they meet up in the SEC title game, but not in the regular season slate. And Texas A&M wasn't on the schedule either. So they've got Kentucky, Missouri, South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, Vanderbilt. They play in the SEC East. So the West is the division that's more stacked. Alabama, which they don't play against. Georgia plays against Arkansas, Auburn. And they do not face Alabama, LSU, or Texas A&M. The only ranked team they currently face as of now is Florida. Wow. Just impressive. Quick update, Montana leading Washington 10-7 with under 4 minutes left to go. Clemson has 3 timeouts left, same as Georgia. So nobody has burned a timeout so far in the second half. 4.5 left to go in the fourth. Georgia gets a positive play, gain of 4, and brings up a 2nd and 6. Yeah, it's going to be like an NFL team against a kindergarten team. Yeah, might want to watch out for that game. UAB is, they're going to have nightmares watching film this week. A nice 84-0 like Oklahoma against Savannah State in 2013. 4 minutes remaining. Georgia on the rush, just shy of the first down marker. I don't have a preference who I want to win. As of right now, early prediction, I'll probably say Alabama to win it. 3.5 left to go in the fourth. Georgia with a 3rd and 1 coming up. Daniels ace formation. Hand off on the sweep. That's enough for the first down. Needed 1. Got 2. On the carry by James Cook. First timeout taken by Clemson tonight. Clock will stop with 3:15 left to play. All right, 3:15 remaining, 1st and 10 by Georgia. Clemson with 2 timeouts left in their pocket. Ball spotted at the Clemson 44-yard line. About 8 yards to field goal range. Handoff. Take it up the middle to the 40-yard line. Gain of 4 on the rush as it goes to Kendall Milton. The clock ticks down to 3 minutes left to play. Quick upset alert. Montana adds on a field goal. They lead Washington 13-7. And that game has 2:54 remaining. Clock keeps on burning down. Clemson's fans cannot believe it. Hands behind their heads right now. Ball at the 40 of Clemson territory. Hand off of the jet sweep towards the right side and gets to the field goal territory in the graphic. Shy of the first down marker will bring up about a 3rd and 2. That ball will be spotted at the Clemson 36. Yeah, just imagine if they pull a Jeremy Hill here and fumble this football. UCLA tacks in another touchdown. They're up 21-10 against LSU. Biggest play of the game comes now. Georgia with a first down wins it. Clemson with a stop keeps them in the game. Clemson burns their second timeout. 2:24 left to go. 3rd and 1 by Georgia. With the ball spotted at the Clemson 36. Clemson with their defense, it is all or nothing on this play. Georgia goes ace formation. Daniels, handoff, up the middle, gets it, breaks the tackle first down, bulldozes over a defensive back at the 30, powers his way to the 25, and that's where he's dragged down. Zamir White, junior running back for Georgia, looking like the bus of Jerome Bettis, powering over two attempted tackles by Clemson. Lowering that helmet down, boom, one time. Boom, second time. Lowering that shoulder over Goodrich and knocking him down to the ground. Clock keeps on ticking down. Oh, look at that. Shirtless man in the crowd with a G. Shaved right into his chest hairs. Oh, baby, did he come up and show up tonight for the Bulldogs. Out in the crowd being a sixth man. Clemson will let more clock tick down. And a timeout will be taken with 1:44 remaining. That play had finished with around 2 minutes left to go, and an additional 24 seconds approximately ticked down off the clock. Northern Illinois leading Georgia Tech 22-21 with 31 seconds left to go. UTSA leading Illinois 37-30. And then Montana leading Washington 13-7 with 1.5 minutes. So there are games, upset alert, being right now going on. Yeah, I think Georgia with this game definitely should be up more. Clemson's defense had a really big impact today. The offense had nothing going on. This Georgia defense was phenomenal. Carry up the middle. That is about a rush of 2 by Georgia. It was a Georgia timeout they took, so that was their first timeout they took. Clemson burns their final timeout. 1:38 remaining. Oh, yeah, this is definitely like Super Bowl 53. Second and 8. Georgia with a rush towards the left side, past the 20. Tackled just shy of the first down marker in the carries. That is Zamir White. The time will tick down to past 1.5 minutes remaining. One minute left to go. 3rd and 3 for Georgia. Clemson is out of timeouts. The last time that Clemson managed to score 3 points in a game was on September 29, 2007 at Georgia Tech. They had lost 13-3. That tells you something right there. Wow. 14 years since their lowest total on the board. 51 seconds remain. Georgia burns their second timeout with a 3rd and 3 coming up. Clemson out of timeouts. This has just been impressive all around. 7 sacks by Georgia's front line today. Despite 10 penalties for 94 penalty yards, they outgained Clemson in total yardage, 252 to 180. And both teams had the same amount of first downs, 14 to 14. This defense was something special. Handoff up the middle, first down to the carry by White. And that will be the ball game. 47 seconds remaining. The clock will keep on ticking down. Georgia converts on their 15th made first down of the game on the 3rd and short. And the Georgia Bulldogs will pull off the victory tonight, 10-3 over Clemson. Wow. Georgia in victory formation. One time to snap the knee by Daniels, and that is the ball game. Holy moly, look at that defense today. 8 total sacks for the Bulldogs. This is stunning. When I say the number right here, Clemson rushed the football 23 times for a grand total of 2 rushing yards in this matchup. This Georgia defense, something special. A battle of both of these teams' defenses here in this game. Thanks so much, guys, for being a part on the channel. Yeah, that was the play of the game. Pick 6 by Christopher Smith on a slant route for 73 yards into the end zone. The difference in this game for Georgia. If you guys are new, before you sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified future live streams, I plan on being back tomorrow night covering Florida State against Notre Dame. You're welcome to come back tomorrow night as well and watch that stream. Before I do sign off, I'm going to sign off here. Closing out to the channel members. We have over 40 channel members. We got Jason, Aaron, Manon Hayes, Cindy, Rajip, Oldad Deuce, Russell, D-Block, CW2K, BP, Greg, James, Magic, Oreo Pudding, Reezer, Bino, Mark, Kelly, Mike, Rashad, John, Jessica, Barco, Stephanie, Ahino Josa, Elkan GFR90, Maurice, Christian, Keith, Woody, Warren, Kit Lorenz, Pamela, Oscar, Isaiah, I Am Ghost, a member from Taiwan, Don, Mr. Mundre, Alden, and Abdul Rahman. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the stream. Happy Labor Day weekend, by the way, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Georgia with a victory in a defensive slugfest type of matchup, 10-3 over Clemson in the final. Thanks so much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your night.